Complete coverage. Our conversation with the mayor from a nearby town, but we do start with NBC's Emilie Ikeda, who made her way to the scene overnight. Hey, Emily, good morning.
Savannah and Hoda, good morning to you. This is a community with 1 degree of separation. Lewiston, just about 35 miles north of Portland, has a population of less than 40,000 people. So it's extremely close-knit, and now everyone here is waking up in utter shock and with heartbreak. We continue to see the shelter-in-place orders expand to other nearby towns as government buildings and schools are closed today, and police are hunting for the killer that rained down terror on this community. And we're also learning from a law enforcement bulletin that the person of interest checked into a mental health facility in the summer for about 2 weeks. Meantime, here on the ground, utter shock. Keep in mind, Maine is a state with little serious crime, just 29 homicides for the entire state all of last year. We've learned from the White House President Biden has been briefed on the incident as we await another news conference later today. Hoda.
Emily, thank you very much.
And joining us now is
Emilie Ikeda joins us now with the very latest on this. Hey, Em, good morning.
Hey there, Hoda. Good morning to you. Some of that violence playing out just down the street from here at a bowling alley where witnesses described the chaos and confusion when shots rang out. Some people literally taking cover behind bowling pins. And then the shooting spree continued, according to a city official, several miles from here at a bar and grill. Police releasing surveillance images, as you're seeing on your screen, of a man with a long gun. It appeared to have a scope. He had cargo pants on. Notably, he was not concealing his face. The violence led to about 15 to 20 people being killed, and the fluidity in that number really speaks to just how rapidly developing this situation is. We're also learning from our law enforcement sources that up to 50 people may have been injured as well. There is a heavy police presence on the ground here as we continue to see shelter-in-place orders expand, including to the town where a person of interest is from, Bowdoin, Maine, a number of miles from here, but a number of towns ordering people to stay inside and lock their doors. Really a chilling message. The person of interest, 40-year-old Robert Card, that is how law enforcement has a facility for 2 weeks. He had mental health struggles and he had reported hearing voices and threats. On the ground here, we continue to see just utter heartbreak. Keep in mind, this is a town where everyone knows someone in this area. It's a town of less than 40,000 people. Talk about 1 degree of separation, and also just the shock for people on the ground here. Remember, here in Maine, this is a place with little serious crime. Just 29 homicides reported for the entire state of all of last year. But still, so many unanswered questions at this point. We hope to learn more answers later today at a news conference, namely, why? Guys.
All right, we look forward to that information coming in. Emily, thank you again.
NBC News correspondent Emilie Ikeda is live in Lewiston, Maine with the latest for us. Emily, what do we know right now about what happened and the suspect?
Hey there, good to be with you. Well, even the word suspect is key here. It's a development from this news conference because it shows police are intensifying their language around 40-year-old Robert Card. Yesterday, they referred to him as a person of interest. Today, a suspect, and they say he is wanted on 8 counts of murder in connection to these shooting sprees that now we're getting a better sense of the timeline for. We now know from authorities that the shooting first happened. The first 911 call came down the road from here. That's the bowling alley where witnesses have described the chaos and confusion inside. Then a short time later, just over 10 minutes later, several miles from here, police started receiving a whole slew of 911 calls reporting gunshots at a nearby bar. We are learning updated numbers, confirmation around the numbers of just how severe the death toll is. 18 people, according to authorities, tragically killed in this incident, 13 people injured. As authorities on the ground here are ramping up the manhunt for this killer on the run. We know hundreds of law enforcement officers are searching, trying to bring Card into custody.
You know, Emily, I mean, this is really impacting a community of about 40,000 people. We know this is the second largest city there in Maine. What are you hearing from people in that community who witnessed what happened?
Well, a huge range of emotions, shock, heartbreak, fear, as this killer is still on the run. Witnesses inside these 2 venues described the chaos and confusion. Some people literally taking cover, hiding behind bowling pins at this alley when the shots were ringing out. And so the other thing that you brought up, it's a fairly small community, less than 40,000 people, a population of. And so we're talking about a community where there's a 1 degree of separation. So everyone knows someone. And so the heartbreak here is just really quite palpable. And so many families still don't know the status of their loved ones. I want you to take a listen here. And a devastating update from Leroy Walker, who you just heard from there. We just learned that he says that state police informed him that his son, Joseph Walker, was killed.
All right, NBC News correspondent Emilie Ikeda following this breaking news for us from Lewiston, Maine. Emily,
since last night.
I didn't think this was going to happen my first year of college.